Hey everyone, my name is Danilo Petrovic.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Denis Kudla.
I'm Evgeny Donskoy.
I'm Henry Laaksonen.
I'm Peter Torebko, and you're listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hey, welcome back again, tennis fans. Here we go. It is Indian Wells, finally, and we're going for the women's draw preview first. It came out, the draw last night. We gave you our reaction earlier on today, but now we're going to be giving you our predictions in this. And don't forget, guys, it's going to be on a whole new bracket. Yeah, you got that one right, because we're now running off TNNS, the tennis app. And this one, you can win $100 on each the men's and the women's side on this one. So what more incentive do you need? The link is in the description below. I'm not sure if JG, have you pinned it in the live chat?
Yeah, it's pinned in the live chat as well.
Exactly.
Apologies, I'm getting a bit of lag at the moment. I'm going to leave in a minute when we share the screen and come back in.
All right.
But as Ben said, yeah, we're moving to a new bracket. It's completely free to enter, so there's no excuses. Get in there. You can win $100 on the men's, $100 on the women's. Me and Ben are going to be entering as well, so let's see how we get on. It's going to be the same as we always do on the previous website. We'll be going through every single match and giving our thoughts on every round as and when. We're no geniuses by no stretch of the imagination. We get it wrong more often than not, but we do our best. And let's see who we have winning. Obviously, there's some really exciting players in this one. I know you're a big fan of Raducanu. I really like Fernandez as well. I'm interested to see how far you're going to push them through. I know you've been giving it the big one with Raducanu. Let's see if you put your money where your mouth is and you actually push her through. I don't know. What are you going to go? Quarters, semis, winning the whole thing? Let's find out.
I don't know yet. And this is the beauty of it. I am not making any of my selections until we come into the live stream, because I just want you to see my genuine reaction and me mulling it over as I go through the draw. So JG will be doing his one on the phone app as we go through, and I'll have to put my one through on the phone app after we're done. So don't worry, I'll go back and watch it through and then make sure I get all those put in again. We will be doing a reaction to the men's draw, which is coming out, I believe, in around 50 minutes, 45 minutes. So make sure to join us for that one. That one is coming up live after this one. And I know there's probably a lot more people interested in that one than possibly this one. For me, I don't know. I think it's a bit 50-50 for me these days. I don't know. When we don't have the likes of Nadal
I think the women's edges it for me right now.
Yeah, I think so too.
So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of people who prefer sort of the men's tennis, but right now the women's is more exciting. But that's just my opinion. We'll be doing the men's straight after this. It's only going to be the instant draw reaction. We're not going to be doing our picks. That will be tomorrow. But let's get started. And in normal fashion, let's go through the previous winners.
Yes.
And as you can see, last year it was not held due to the COVID-19 pandemic. What a horrible pandemic it's been. Ruining all of our tennis. And we didn't get to see it. But the reigning champ here before that, Bianca Andreescu. We've seen she's been tweeting. She's in there right now. She's super pumped for it. Can she find her 2019 form and go on a storming run? You've got Naomi Osaka. She's not going to be entering this tournament. She won in 2018. This is a surprising one. Vesnina won. Obviously, we've seen Vesnina back on the tour now. I think did she have a child and she was off for a bit and then she come back playing doubles with Aslan Karatsev and stuff like that.
Yes, correct. Yes.
You've got Azarenka. She's won it twice. Simona Halep. We know she's in the same section as Raducanu, so watch out for that. Flavia Pennetta there. And, of course, Sharapova won this twice as well. So some big names to be expected. The one thing I would say, I've always been a bit surprised, Serena. Not seeing Serena in it.
Yeah, I know. Let's go back a few more years.
You can see her in a final there in 2016, but...
Not really a winner, though. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to see Anna Ivanovic there. And, well, I mean, there's the who's. But there you go. 2001, we've finally got her on there. I thought that was a bit strange that we wouldn't see her winning.
There'd be more.
Yeah, well, we go all the way back.
Surprises me a bit.
A little bit, yeah. I think it's quite interesting, obviously, this year. I remember this tournament last year, and do you remember when we were covering the Indian Wells cancelled
Yeah.
podcast, and it was around March time, wasn't it, that we were covering that, and it just seems strange now. Obviously, this one being held in October, so a little bit different, but I don't think it matters too much when you live in California. The weather's always good, so they're not going to be worried about what time of the year it is. I would be interested to find out what the difference in sort of temperatures and stuff is to the different times of the year there, though.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about the weather there in California. It seems beautiful for me. I know they're prone to the odd storm here and there, and they
Yeah,
can have some proper, real sort of serious winds and storms.
got
But
fires as well.
yeah, and we've got a
California.
lot of people in the chat just talking about Serena. Shout out to our patron Gene saying Serena doesn't
Hey,
do very
Gene.
well here. We've got JJ saying Serena didn't play because she gets booed. She's boycotted the event, and David saying she's not played here for many years. Doesn't seem to
Wow.
be one very popular for her. Obviously, she's not playing right now anyway, so it's kind of irrelevant. But who is playing is Bianca Andreescu. No one's talking about her.
Yeah.
She's not in good form. Can she do something special and go and win it? And you've got Angelique Kerber now, who you'd have to argue is actually finding a bit of form again. She's sort of
Probably
was
more.
off the pace for a bit. And right now, I think out of some of them names there, probably Angelique Kerber's one that stands out, who's actually going to be playing this year.
Yeah, indeed. And you look down the list as well, and we've got two other champions there. Well, Azarenka, a two-time champion, she'll be in the draw. Halep there as well, she's in the draw. So it's quite exciting. You got three champions that will be playing in this draw, and I think Azarenka and Halep, they're in that same little section as well, aren't they, with Raducanu?
The Raducanu, the group of death. We've
really
got
is.
Ali Paton saying it's actually warmer in October than in March, which is no surprise, really. So it's going to be different conditions. Let's see how the players fare with it. Before we get into the draw, let's have a look at the qualifiers, which are happening right now. I think they're going to be sort of concluded in about 4 hours' time or so. So we don't know who's qualified. There is some names. We've got Dollarhide here, who beat Min. We've got Fleck, who beat Marino. Trevisan won very comfortably as well. Kozlova. Some other names who I think deserve a mention. Hontama. We know she's playing quite well. She's up a set right now and 2 points away from the match. So she could be qualifying against Kokova. We've got Kaninskaya. I think she could be a really dangerous one. Maybe my qualifier to watch going down the list. She's won the first set against Priscilla Hon, and they're into the second. But aside from that, the qualifiers don't really blow me away. No offense to any of them. But I just think there's a lot more talent in the main draw, and I'm not sure if any of them are really going to get very far. The only one for me, I know you like Hontama, the young Japanese player who's playing well. And then the other one is Kalinskaya.
Well, yeah, Hontama obviously beat Shelby Rogers recently, so we know how difficult that is. We saw what Shelby Rogers did to Ash Barty at the US Open. So for her to take out Shelby Rogers in 3 sets, it sort of put her on the map for me. She lost to Muguruza, the eventual champion, but no shame in that, to be honest. Hopefully she gets in the draw, because it'd be interesting to see if she can really test herself. Who knows? She might meet Shelby Rogers again. Never know. But let's move into the actual main draw, shall we? It's going to be quite a long one, I feel, because we've got 128 people in. The qualifiers that are showing on there, because we're using the new bracket, it's going to be slightly different. Normally, you'd be able to put the qualifier through. On this one, I don't think you can put them through until you actually know who the qualifier is. So we'll probably just be putting through the person who isn't the qualifier for now. But feel free to change that. You've got until 7 p.m. UK time tomorrow.
Or until the first ball's hit. So if it gets delayed at all, the first ball that's hit at Indian Wells, that's when the lockout, the entry is going to be ended, and you can't no longer enter the league and be in for a chance of winning $100. So make sure to join right now. The link is pinned in the live chat, completely free, and let's get started.
Oh, Hontama. Go on. She's done it. She's in.
Hontama won.
Yeah, she did it in straight sets against Kucheva, and that's a tough match. So she's showing her worth again. Yes, here we go. First one.
So obviously Ben's doing it in the web version. A lot of you guys listening probably will be doing it via your app. I just want to give a shout out to all the people who have joined already. We currently have 60 members, which is awesome. Hopefully we can get it to 100 by the start of Indian Wells. That's the target. So if you haven't joined already,
Yeah.
make sure to join. I'm going to just work my way through it now. So the way to pick it is on the main page on Fantasy. You have pick now, and then we're presented with the top Karolina Pliskova, and she's got a bye through to the first round. So no picking needs to be done there.
Yep.
You've then got the second round here. Zheng McNally. I'm going to be going McNally in America.
So will I. Yes, indeed, mate.
I'm then going to be going for Sharif, the wild card. I do really like her. In fact, I think she's awesome. We've got Podoroska with the.
I'm going.
Oh no, am I going
Kovanic,
too far?
No, I'm just fine. I'm going to go Kovanic though instead of Sharif.
Okay.
Might surprise you though.
That definitely does surprise me. And then we've got Podoroska. So moving to the next section, I think this is how we're going to do it. We'll just move on. So we just keep. No, let's finish off this section. We do it like we always do. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
Who's going to be heading the section?
Sure.
So then I think you have to press the round 64 on here. So I've got Pliskova McNally. I'm going to have Pliskova. Sharif Podoroska.
I'm going to have Podoroska.
Yeah, I'm going to go Podoroska as well. And then at the bottom, is that, sorry, am I?
I think, should we keep it like that for now? Because it looks quite clean. And then we'll move on to that next section when we come back up, if that's all right.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So let's move down.
Yeah, let's move on down to the next section. Oh, Annette Kontaveit. Loving to see her in the draw. She'll be up against either Marie Balskova or a qualifier. I don't believe that one has been sorted out yet. But bear in mind, Hontama has just qualified. That was a name to watch out for. Yeah. So that'll be my qualifier to watch. Kalin Sky potentially could be in there as well. And obviously Trevisan, she's qualified in style too. So keep your eye out for that one. Maybe complete that one tomorrow once they're all finished. For now, I'm going to be having Balskova because
me too.
We don't have a choice.
For this next one, though, what's Risk doing at the moment? Has she been losing a lot of matches?
It's a good question, to be honest. I'm not really. I think she's been a little bit patchy, if I'm honest. I don't think that she had a few wins because obviously she had that terrible run where she was barely winning a match, and then she suddenly came back good again. She won she's been playing in Slovenia. I'm not sure what sort of standard though.
Is that on the clay?
Hard courts in Slovenia. She lost to Paolini in the final in Slovenia, and she just played in Ostrava recently, losing to Teichmann in 3, but she beat Fiona Feller in 3.
Yeah, I've just seen she beat Ferro, and on that basis, I'm putting Risk for her against the qualifier. Moving on down, Andreescu gets the bye. And is that the end of that section?
Yes, that's the end of that mini section. I'm going to have Annette Kontaveit knocking out Balskova, and then BB knocking out Alison Risk.
Yeah, I agree. I think this sort of picks itself, the first little bit.
Yep.
If I'm honest, I'm quite happy with that. So moving on down, and we're talking about Ons Jabeur, one of my favourite players on the tour. I'm not going to mess around. Of course, I'm going to be having her going far. I have Sevastova beating Herkak. I'll have Lauren Davis beating Parizas Diaz and Danielle Collins with the bye. I'm then going to be going for Collins to beat Davis.
Yep, I'm going the same. I really like Danielle Collins on hard court, and I'll be going Ons Jabeur. There's just no doubt about it, mate.
Yeah.
So I'll have Collins Jabeur,
which is actually a really good match. If we get
like
Ons Jabeur Collins, that's going to be tough. I think it goes 3 sets. I'm not going to tell you who I pick yet, but yeah, I would like to cover this one if we get the opportunity. I think that's going to be a really awesome one. Collins Jabeur.
I agree. Moving down to the next section, we've got Cerebres Tormo. I'm not sure. Let me just have a quick check because I'm just quite interested to see how Tormo got on since, obviously she got a bit embarrassed by Raducanu with a bagel and a breadstick. She came back, beat Zakharova, then she lost to Bencic in the Strava. So not much to go off really since then, but at least she's not received any more baked goods since the US Open. Okay, so for that, I think that's good. I think Claire Lou's going to go through it potentially for now, and then I may swap that. If it's Hontama, I'll probably swap it. But I'm going to have Cerebres Tormo beating Claire Lou anyway.
Yeah, me too. I've got the exact same there. I'm going to have Vondrasova beating Golovic.
Yeah.
Vondrasova Sakari. I'm going to have Sakari.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
And I'm going for the Cerebres Tormo Sakari match.
I think you got to. I think this is another one. It sort of picks itself again based upon form this year. You'd have to say Sakari. It'd be rude not to pick her here.
Yeah.
So moving on down, we got Barbara Krajikova. She's in. I think she'll be playing. We've got to pick now Habino. I think Krajikova, she'll go through against Habino. This one's the interesting one, though, JG. Katrina Scott versus Amanda Anisimova. And this is where I think well, are you going to say something? Go on.
No, we touched on this one on the podcast, and it's difficult because Katrina Scott, 17, Anisimova's really good on her day. I think Anisimova will be the favourite for it, but I'm going to be going for the young talent in Katrina Scott. It's more, I'm willing her on more than anything. I think she's ready for the jump. And listen, who's to say she can't beat Georgia as well?
I think
I don't know if I'm brave enough, but she's definitely capable.
Well, they played once before, and that was in the US Open in 2020. And I believe that was, I think it was her who ended her run. It was 3 sets, though. She may have improved since then. I'm going to go Katrina Scott as well. I think she's going to have the crowd on her side. I think it's going to help her.
Fair enough. Here, though, listen, it's a 50-50. I think Katrina Scott's certainly capable, but I'm going to play it safe and go Camilla Giorgi.
I think I'm going to go Katrina Scott.
Yeah, I thought you was going to do it, so I'm going to stick with Giorgi.
I think I'm going to go for something. Go for a bit of risk here, but...
Mate, it's probably... It could pay off, and listen, you'll be a genius if it does, because she's not someone who a lot of people will be picking this tournament, but I'm really fascinated to see how she gets on. Yeah,
we know Anisimova, she's liable to a dodgy match here and there, so could it be another one for her? We'll wait and see. Paula Badoza, another one of the ones you like. You like the Spaniards, and here she is again, 21st seed. It's quite a nice draw for her, actually, Badoza, this one. Elsa Giacomo or Diana Yastremska will be. Giacomo, the young, I believe she's a young French player.
Yeah, that's right.
18 years old, yes. So she recently played in the Columbus Challenger, but she lost in that one. Also lost the last match before that as well. So
I don't know much about her, really.
No,
I'm being entirely honest. I don't know much at all. So I'm going to play it safe and go for Yastremska to play against Badoza. Here, obviously, we'll go for Garcia until we know the qualifier. And I'm going to have Coco Gauff beating Garcia. And Badoza beating Yastremska. We know the problem is Badoza's been a bit injury prone. I don't think she's been in the greatest form herself. She's had a great season, but certainly dipped off a little bit. Let me just see.
She's up to 27th in the world, which is pretty good.
She lost to, I think it was Kontaveit in the last one, which she can't. It's no hard feelings there. Surely Kontaveit's class.
Yeah, she is.
I can't look into that too much. In the US Open, she lost to Gracheva, and that really did shock me. I must admit, I thought she could have had a nice run there. But
it's killed my whole thing, mate. That one, I had her going really far in the tournament.
It is a shock because she's just played Gracheva in Ostrava and beaten her 6-2, 6-2. So it is just frustrating for me. I don't know what Badoza was up to in the US Open, but hopefully that's behind her now and she's playing better because she's just I've just seen it now. She's avenged that loss in the US Open against Gracheva and beaten us 2-2. So listen, I'm hoping she does well here.
Is it America? Who knows?
Well, no, she's beaten her though this time.
Yeah, no, being Ostrava.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Now they're back in America. Could she lose again early? I think she's going. I think here against Coco Gauff Badoza, that's a tough one, but we're not on that stage yet, so I'm going to save my opinion on it.
Yes, indeed. With this one, Angelique Kerber, she's back again, the number 10 seed. I'm excited to see how she performs here. She'll be up against either Katalina Siniakova or Kim Clijsters, making it back into the frame again. I think we already gave our picks on this one on the reaction. Yep. I'm going Siniakova.
Yeah, 100% for me as well. I'll have Vekic beating the qualifier.
Okay, yeah, I'll be doing the same. And then Kasatkina Vekic, that'd be a really interesting match, if I'm honest. I'm not sure how that one might go. I might see if they have any previous.
I feel like I've been pretty boring so far. A lot of this has sort of picked itself. We've not got into the nitty gritty of this event. I think the early rounds have all picked themselves. But listen, anything can happen, especially in women's tennis, as we know too well. But I'm super excited for like the next few rounds, like sort of third round onwards, because that's when the real decisions need to be made. Here, I'm going Kasatkina Kerber to face off.
Yeah,
Boring maybe, but I think it's going to happen.
It's a little bit boring. I'm going to go Kasatkina. I think that she'll beat Vekic. I like her on the hard courts.
Kerber doesn't make it?
I'm not I think that she does, but there's part of me that really likes Siniakova. But do I like her enough to pick her against someone of Kerber's caliber? That's the question. And I don't know that I do. I'm going to go Kerber. I'm going to go with the same as you. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Come on, let's get down this draw. Tamara Zadancic, she gets a bye through. She's the 26th seed. She could play Schmeidlova or Anna Cunha. And I think I know which way you're going to go on this one.
Anna Cunha, done, deal, settled, whatever you want to call it. I'm set on Anna Cunha. Don't ask me why. She lets me down every time when I pick her. I've just not learnt my lesson. I'm still going to do it. This is the last chance for her, though. Last chance saloon. I'm not going to be so kind on the next ones, but Anna Cunha this time, she's getting the win. She's getting the dub.
Mean guy. They've never played each other before, so there's nothing to go off. I think I'm going to go the same, which is a bit sad.
Ooh,
I think that when I look,
Cunha.
I know,
well,
but if she plays well.
Actually, you never pick her, mate. So I'm
I don't
quite
ever
encouraged by it. Means she might win.
Schmeidlova, yeah, I mean it's difficult.
And just quickly, did you go for Kerber going out in the end?
No, I went.
Or you bottled it because JJ saying, of course, she is the finalist in 2019. She took that to 3 against Andreescu, so you have to consider that. Here, I'll have Tomjanovic beating the qualifier.
Yeah,
I'm going to go Muguruza Konya.
I'm going to go Muguruza. Yeah, I mean Zadancic more on the clay for me. It's sort of
Zidancic's good. Did very well in the Roland Garros, didn't she?
She sort of forces your hand a little bit, though. The fact that if you put her through, then you're sort of she did well at Roland Garros, but what did she do at the US Open? She only won 1 match against Pera, went out to Sabalenka. No, I'm going to go Cunha as well.
Oh, he's on the card, mate.
Too similar. It's too similar. I don't like picking the same ones.
Nah, but it won't be similar. Trust me. I'm going to go wild in a minute.
All right, great. That's what I like to hear. Anyway, let us know who you're picking in the live chat as we go as well. Always interesting to see. And let us know how you're getting on with the new tennis app fantasy game as well. We would always like to hear if you're enjoying it. Do you prefer it to the old one? And are you looking forward to try and pit yourself against myself and JG and win $100 or potentially $200 if you win both brackets? Going away a very rich man or woman. Anyway,
hey, here just proving we don't know anything about tennis as always. Zadancic has won a 250 on hard. So
when was it though?
Doesn't encourage me still, Kay. Saying never mind, wrong info. Yeah, thanks for adding that. Anyway, that's great. Great knowledge and wisdom. But moving on, Kvitova gets the bye. I'm gonna have Roos beating the qualifier. I'm gonna go Magna Linette. I know it's got a Q there. Is she a qualifier?
I believe.
Not sure if that's right.
I don't know if it's right, but I saw that there. I don't think she should be a qualifier. If she is a qualifier, there, it's a bit of a strange one.
I'm having her beating Peterson for me. And then listen, I'm going to be super boring. I'm going Azarenka Kvitova.
God, I feel like these draws. I'm going to have to go something different. Then I'm going to have Peterson just to beat. Just have something different on brackets. I'll have Azarenka Kvitova though as well. I don't think you can pick anything else in that little section.
Yeah.
Right, moving down. Oh, JG. Oh, what just happened? There's Emma Raducanu has entered the frame. Here she is. Raducanu. She'll be up against either Sasnovich or Osorio. Serrano. I'm going Sasnovich.
Yeah, sorry, I just lost where I was on the bracket. I've got it again now. It's all good. Yeah, me too, man. You've got to have Sasnovich as well. She obviously troubled Serena Williams. I know it was all about, how long was it? All 5 minutes of that match at Wimbledon.
Yeah, well, it was a tough one.
I was encouraged enough with some of her shots that I'm going to put her through against Serrano. Serrano's a really good clay courter, but not here on the hard courts. listen, I'm not going to beat around the bush. Emma, I know I've been saying it, Ben, that she goes out first round. I think she beats Sasnovich. Okay, I'm making that claim now. Emma Raducanu goes through this round. I'm not messing around.
That's it. Come on. I like to hear it. I'm doing the same. I'm going Marta Kostyuk to knock out Shuai Zhang. And then we got Simona Halep Kostyuk in the next round, which is, I hope that we get that match because that's a real interesting one. Somebody also, like the Ukrainian, is very good young talent as well. Doesn't get spoken about enough for my liking, but she needs to win something big. That's why.
Yeah, did she do enough though, really, at the US Open? I'll just have a look here. What did she do, Kostyuk? don't even remember her playing in it.
I don't think she had a very good run, to be honest. I think she went out. I think she went out first round to, was it George? Someone like that. No, it's Halep, wasn't it?
I forget. I don't have it up here.
I think it might have been. I think it might have been. Let me just have a double check. One sec.
Oh, yeah, I think I know what you mean, yeah.
Because I think I went something big at the beginning and then it just didn't pay off at all. So let me have a look. Oh, no, it was Sakari. So it wasn't Halep. Apologies.
What was the score
it
against
Georgie.
Sakari?
She lost 6-4, 6-3 against Sakari. And then her last match in Chicago, too, she lost to Kozlova. Got bageled in the final set.
Yeah, no, sorry. I'm sorry. That's not good enough. I'm going to have to go Simona Halep.
She's got all that talent.
So we're going to get Emma Raducanu, Simona Halep. I think we have to cover that. If we can, we have to do it.
There is no doubt about it. We have to cover Raducanu, Halep. Please, like tennis gods, give us that matchup because everybody wants to see it. That's for sure. She's obviously a previous champion here, Halep, and this is the first time Raducanu's even stepped close to Indian Wells. Fantastic. Anyway, moving.
Raducanu's not played many. Has she played any Grand Slam champions?
Not sure. I'm not aware that she has. Did she play? Didn't play any on her route to the final.
Really,
I think it was just Fernandez really that was knocking out Slam champions on the way, wasn't it?
Yeah. So next section, Elise Merton gets the bye. We don't know the qualifier yet, so we have to leave that. I'm going to have Sloane Stephens picking Heather Watson.
Yeah. Same. I'm doing the same.
We should know the qualifiers tomorrow morning. When we wake up, we'll have all the qualifiers and we can just put them through. But Sloane Stephens, Pegula.
It's quite a tough one, that one.
It's a good match, that one. Really good in America. But I'm going to go Pegula.
Yeah, I thought you might go Pegula. I don't know why. She hasn't looked as good as she has done recently. Not recently. She hasn't looked as good recently as she has done in the past year, I meant to say. For me, I've been impressed with Sloane. I might go Sloane, actually. I think I might just go for a little bit of a punt here because she did well against Coco Gauff. I think she can crush a few dreams, Sloane Stephens.
Yeah, you're not alone. We've got Bahumut here saying, I think Sloane might do well this tournament. JJ saying Stephens is in good form. She did lose to Gauff, didn't she? But it was quite close.
Yeah, but she beat Keys, didn't she, in the US Open? But
it was a repeat of the final.
That was it. Yeah, exactly. I was impressed with the way she was playing, though. She looked a little bit back to some sort of good standard of tennis. She's 73rd in the world at the moment. She's sort of clawing her way back up again. Yeah, she did beat Coco Gauff, wasn't it? It was 6-4, 6-2. So, yeah, she didn't lose to Gauff. So I thought. And she lost to Kerber. That was.
She didn't lose to Gauff.
No. She beat Gauff. That's what I thought. That's why I was a bit shocked by that thing. It made me question my own mind.
Oh, right. Yeah. So she beat. Sorry, apologies about that. We get people in the chat. Try and say the right information if you're going to write something in the chat. I know it's difficult, but it is just confusing and annoying. But yeah, she did beat. She beat Coco Gauff, then lost to Kerber.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that right?
You got it. And then just lost to Zadancic 6-2, 6-1. So this throws my whole bracket looking a bit weird. But Americans, they can sometimes challenge each other. Right, moving down. Sorana Cirstea. She'll be up against either Ann Lee or Doi. I'm guessing we're both going Ann Lee on this one.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to have Martinkova beating Kruger.
Same.
I'm not sure if that's a relative of Mitchell Kruger. Does anyone know that? Maybe a sister?
Possible.
We've got Svitolina, obviously, with a bye. I'll have Svitolina beating Martinkova. And I'm going to go Cirstea to beat Ann Lee.
Oh, no, sorry. I've just heard you say Sir Stayer, so I clicked it. I'm going to go Anne Lee.
Okay.
Don't know why I did that. I heard you just say it, and I just went. It's almost like I'm following your thing. Don't want to have all the same things. You know, Anne Lee, I like in America as well. Think she'll have the crowd on her side there. Oh,
Right.
right. Moving down again. Then now we're on to Belinda Bencic, the Olympic gold medalist. She'll be playing either Shelby Rogers or Kalinina here. I'm going Shelby Rogers.
Me too.
Oh,
I'm then going to go Fiona Ferro to beat Begu.
I
I'm
agree.
going to go Teichmann to beat Ferro. And this is what's going to shock you a little bit. I'm not
I think it's
anti.
gonna-
I'm not
I
anti-Swiss
I
here.
think you're going to do the same thing. This is why
I'm going
it's so
Shelby
annoying.
Rogers.
I have the same thing in my mind, and it's annoying. Before I get to pick my things, you're just saying all the things I'm going to pick, and it's
Well, this is the
really
big. This is
annoying.
my biggest sort of upset, really, of the event. The eighth seed. I'm having her go out in her first match, and that's going to be Shelby
'Cause-
Rogers. I think she's going out, and I'm going to go with Shelby Rogers, Teichmann.
And this is no lie. I mean, I've looked through these rounds, and that was
No, I
one of the
believe you.
ones which I thought, yeah, I don't know. Now I'm jinxing it. Bencic's definitely winning now. Teichmann's been too good on hard recently.
No, Gene
That's-
agrees. He's saying Rogers beats the top 20 in the early rounds, then loses the very next match. It's certainly
Oh, there
possible.
you go. So she'll go out to Teichmann next then. Thanks for that, Gene. You've helped my bracket. Oh, here she is.
Here she
Layla
is.
Annie.
The other one.
Oh, the
She
other
gets the bye
finalist
through the
from
first round. I'm going to have Elise Cornet beating the qualifier. I'm going to go Madison Keys to beat Kai Kanepi. Actually, no, tell a lie. I'm going to go Kanepi to beat Keys.
I'm going to have Keys.
And then I'm going to have Layla Fernandez, Elise Cornet. This is going to go 3 sets. And Annie's going to do what she does best and get it done in 3. She doesn't mess around. She likes the spectacle. She's going to be playing to the crowd. We're going to see all of them sort of practice shots in between points, sort of cheering to the crowd, the 2 hands up in the air, and Annie's going to get the job done. She's going to beat Elise Cornet. And then I'm going to have Pavlyuchenkova beating Kanepi.
I'm having Pavlyuchenkova beating Keys. Layla Fernandez. Yeah, she's going to be meeting Pavly. Yeah, exactly. She's meeting Pavlyuchenkova.
And Kanepi, if you didn't know, Ben, just won a challenger before Chicago.
She loves a little run, doesn't she, before a big tournament?
Here she comes. Kanepi. Here she comes.
Scares me, Kanepi.
I'm tempted
to put
Kanepi to beat Pavlyuchenkova.
You disrespect Pavlyuchenkova too much for my liking.
I'm not her biggest fan. Yeah, I'd agree.
I know she's not the most exciting of players, but I still have to throw the respect on the fact she's done well this year and got deep in tournaments. Anyway, we can have potentially here battle of the Kazakhstanis, which is going to be Rybakina and Putintseva. That's who I'm having.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to have then Rybakina winning that one. I like this section for her. I'm not going to mess around too much. I'm going to go Shea Su Wei to beat Ostapenko. I think Shea is going to have a rough game, and I think I've got her beating Brengel and then Ostapenko.
I'm going to shock you. I've got Brengel knocking out Shea.
Brengel beating Ostapenko?
Yeah, I have Brengel knocking out Ostapenko.
Now it's getting exciting.
And Rybakina, obviously, for me.
Yeah.
doesn't change.
The next
next section. Probably.
This is the last bit, I think.
Oh, is it the last? Oh, why is it not going down? Oh, there you go.
No, because that's it.
Stuck. No, you got stuck for a sec. I was trying.
We got Kuda Metova versus Samsonova. I'm going to be going Samsonova here.
Nah, not for me. It's possible. Battle of the Russians.
Yeah,
I think it's definitely possible.
And at the bottom, I'll have Martic beating Volinets and Iga Swiatek back in action, the number 2 seed for this event. How far can she go? I think pretty far, and she could shock a few. I'm going to be going for Iga to beat Martic and face off with Samsonova. So, I'm very happy with that round so far. Shall we move on to the third round? If you go on the app, you can just go to the round on 32. You just press the little button at the top, and you can go to the next one and be presented with the next list of players. And going through these, I'm presented with, first off, Pliskova Podoroska, Battle of the Peas. Pliskova, the number 1 seed. She's already qualified for the race. She's been in great form this year. She continues it for me. She beats Podoroska.
Yep, I agree totally. I think she's been
This
looking
next
too
one,
good.
Kontaveit versus Andreescu. Andreescu defending all the points. She's won this event last year. Ben's had her recently winning the bracket. She went out first round, not playing well. Kontaveit, on the other hand, no one can stop her. Can she keep the run going? 18th seed versus 16th seed. How do you see it going, Ben?
Annette Kontaveit knocks out BB, the reigning champ.
Oh, so BB's dropping her points for you. Early doors.
Yep.
I agree. I'm going to have Kontaveit as well. The next one moving down. We're talking about Ons Jabeur. We love her. We will be covering this match if it's not something ridiculous like 5 a.m, which it probably will be if we're being honest. But we'll try our best for this one. Ons Jabeur, Danielle Collins. I'm not sure which way you're going to go. We've got the 22 seed versus the 12th seed. You know where I'm going. I'm not going to mess around. I'm going Ons Jabeur. It could have been a prime Serena Williams, but I'm feeling Ons Jabeur here.
No, mate, she's in too good. She's just been to a final. I think she's feeling it at the moment.
You going Ons as well?
Ons Jabeur, mate, all the way.
Okay.
Oh, I know. It's a bit of a, might shock a few people. And the next one won't shock anybody, probably. I'm going to go Maria Sakkari to knock out Sorribes Tormo.
Well, Sorribes Tormo obviously has been, well, her confidence has been ripped to shreds after that Raducanu routing where, what did she win? Just one game or something?
One game, yeah.
One game against Raducanu at the US Open. I think since then she's actually been winning some matches, so that's good to hear. But I'm going to be going Sakkari as well. I want to see Ons Jabeur Sakkari. I think they're both two of the most exciting talents of this year, and they're going head to head there for which would be a big match for the race, for the race to Mexico.
It really would. It's very exciting. Obviously, at the moment, Ons Jabeur in 9th place in the race, and Maria Sakkari in 5th in the race. So that would be a very telling one.
We've got Jean here saying Collins has beaten Jabeur once before.
Whereabouts was that? And how long ago as well?
Yeah, but it is a tough match for sure. Next up, I've got Krajcikova, Georgie. I think you've got something a little bit different. I think based off that, I'm going to have to go Krajcikova.
Yeah, I'm going Kraj. Yeah, Krajcikova knocks out Scott. And then we've got Badoza versus Goff here. And I don't even need to ask you who you're picking, but you'll probably need...
You know I like both of them, though.
Well, I know you like one a bit more than the other one. So I'm going to tell you I'm going for Coco Gauff here. I think in America...
And he's getting in quick.
Well, I just think in America, you know what I'm like. When players are at home, I tend to favour them. And I think that she has a nice little section there. I think if
it's not just that. I feel like she's due a good run in. We've seen so many people, everyone now talking about the youngsters in tennis. No one's talking about Coco Gauff at all.
No.
And it's a bit like Iga Swiatek. They've sort of been ignored. There's sort of been some new talent come on the scene in Raducanu Fernandez, and everyone's forgetting the likes of Coco Gauff and Iga. So I think this could be Coco's chance to say, you know what, I'm still here. Look out for me. She beats Badoza. And then moving down to the next bit, I've got Kerber Kasatkina. I'm pretty certain I'm going to be going Angelique Kerber, obviously the finalist here last year. And the next one, Cunha Muguruza, I'm going to be going Muguruza.
Yeah, I've got the same, mate. Kerber.
That one picks itself, this section. I was always going Kerber Muguruza, but the real decisions are going to be being made in the next round. And some big decisions coming up here as well, Ben, because it's Emma time. And Emma is in a section. We can see the 4 players here. So we've got Kvitova, Azarenka, Raducanu, Halep. How do you even... She's been sort of sandwiched here in some of the best tennis players we've seen in the last decade.
She's in there, though. She's a Grand Slam champ with them now. So it's all Grand Slam champs together in this section. Who's going to be the one who prevails is the real thing, and we're going to find out here. I'm going Azarenka to knock out Kvitova to start us off here.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's tough.
I literally don't know what to pick. Has Azarenka recently pulled out of an event?
Has Azarenka recently pulled out of an event? I'll be able to tell you that in just
I need to know this information. There's too much on the line here. Yeah, she
Okay.
did. She had a walkover against Muguruza. Muguruza had a walkover against her.
Yeah, but she might have just pulled out because she knew there's a big tournament coming up, and I don't really want to risk it with 1,000 points there on the horizon.
Ben, this is
Two-time
challenging for me.
two-time champ in Indian Wells.
Go on then. I'll go Azarenka.
I've convinced him. Oh dear, JG's bracket falls apart at the hands of me.
No, I'm changing. I'm going Kvitova.
Oh, he's gone. I've done it reverse psychology.
Yeah, it's in my head big time. I can't do it. And this next one, Ben, I don't actually want to pick it. I can make 100 reasons why Raducanu wins, and I can give you 100 why Halep wins. So I don't know what to do. I might close my eyes and just pick one of them.
Well, let me tell you what to do. What you do is you think of a name that rhymes. What do? You pick Raducanu. So she's going through. She knocks out Simona Halep.
We've got another patron in the chat. How are we doing, Liam? He's saying, you just know Ben's got Emma winning this section. Yeah, you're getting the feeling already. I don't know if I've got her beating Halep. I really don't. I'm not sure what to do.
She's got all that talent.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do. Oh man, I can't pick it. I'm sorry. Can I leave this one to the end, or
I don't think you can. I think you've got to do it.
What's everyone else thinking in the chat? They're going Raducanu or Halep.
Wow. Does anybody have Raducanu getting? Sasnovich might knock her out.
I'm going to go Halep. I think Halep beats her. Raducanu's out. I'm afraid, Ben.
God,
I don't want to be that guy, but I did say I'm not sure if she's going to really advance too far in this tournament. And I'm being honest. I think Halep beats her.
Table tennis in Simona, not our best. Emma, our very best. Come on, JG. And Bahamut saying, better prepare myself for the Azarenka button. Yes, definitely do prepare.
Well, she's got to advance first. So moving down, I don't want to have a look at that screen anymore before I change my mind.
Anxiety.
Elise Mertens, Jessica Pegula. Don't know. I'm going to go Elise Mertens.
Mertens, yeah.
And this next one, I'm going Svitolina.
Definitely, I agree. Mertens, Svitolina. I'm agreed on that section. With that.
And this is the last, I think it's the last few sections now. We've got Shelby Rogers, Teichmann. I'm going to be going Teichmann. That could shock you.
No, I'm going to do that because I said Jean gave us the answer, didn't he? He said that she always has a good win and then she goes out. So she goes out now. Thanks, Jean. Appreciate that, mate. Hopefully that one comes.
I'm still getting a lot of backlash in the chat. We've got Bjorn saying Raducanu's in better form. Well, of course, that's for sure.
Yeah, this is
Jane saying Halep's not been in good form. Apparently, Halep's just been got married. She's focused on her husband.
Oh God, there's all the distractions.
Yeah, but Svitolina, after she got married, was pretty decent. So maybe she'll be like that.
They both got off-court distractions, it means. Emma Raducanu, everybody's pulling at her left, right, and centre, trying to get her to be the sponsored girl on the label. And, Halep's just off getting married. She's just having a whale of time. Forgot what tennis even is.
Liam's fighting back, which makes me think he's picking Halep. He's gone, form is temporary, class is permanent.
That from his own game he's talking about, though.
Could be. We've got Layla here, Fernandez. She beats Pavlyuchenkova. I'm going to be going for Jill Teichmann versus Fernandez.
And this is where you're going to get angry at me, JG.
You're only doing this because I've not picked Raducanu.
No,
you're a bit angry. I've not picked Raducanu. Now you're doing it. This
was always going to be my selection, and I know that it's going to annoy some people. But Pavlyuchenkova, no one gives her the respect she deserves. And she's
you're not giving Fernandez the respect she deserves.
Maybe they don't deserve the respect yet.
What do you mean? So Fernandez doesn't deserve your respect?
Yeah, she definitely does. But I just think Pavlyuchenkova, she's going to be annoyed. There's this youngster. She's taken everything I've worked for all these years. So she's going to be saying, right, I'm going to try and knock you out of the tournament and put you back in your place. So we'll wait and see. I hope that Fernandez wins there. There's part of me that thinks that Pavlyuchenkova's had a really good year and she could still win this.
Right, bottom section, last two names, and these are easy for me. I'm going Rybakina and Iga Swiatek. I was always doing this from start to finish, and this
Agreed.
is going to repeat of the match what happened the other week, where
Yep.
Iga Swiatek actually beat Rybakina, which was great.
Yes.
So let's move to the next round. Just if you're on the app, you can click the top and click round of 16, and we are presented with Pliskova Kontaveit from the top.
Yes,
This is the first match. Maybe just zoom in and we'll do one at a time.
Yeah, we'll have to.
There
Right.
we go. So this is the first one. I'm going to be going for Kontaveit.
Thought you might be. It's going to put me in a bit of a predicament.
This is where the Plisk goes out.
It puts me in a bit of a predicament because you know that I'm such a massive Kontaveit fan.
Well, you're a big Pliskova fan as well. You seem to love her.
I just
You're
like
defending her.
I like that you don't like her, and I like it when she does well because.
Well, listen to this. She's got a free love head-to-head versus Kontaveit. She's never lost to Kontaveit.
The only reason that I would want to pick Pliskova here is because you've picked Kontaveit. So I think that's the only reason I'm picking Pliskova. Otherwise, I'm sorry, Annette. I want to pick you, but JG.
To be fair, you always do pick Kontaveit.
I do. I'm right.
This one is one of sort of my favourite dark horses in most events versus one of your favourite dark horses.
Yeah.
You always have Sakari in the wings. I always have Onstable. Are you going to stick to that, or are you going to change your mind? I'm definitely sticking to mine. I'm going Onstable to beat her.
I'm on the train, mate.
All right. 2-2. He's on the ons.
I just want the button. I swear this is a bad omen. Every time I jump on the train with you, it sort of derails the train.
Well, get off it then. Go for Sakari.
I don't know if I can.
I'm surprised. I thought you would have had Sakari.
I'm too much on the train. Anyway, we move down. Barbara.
Easy for me. Coco Gauff every day of the week.
It's a bit mean. What? She just wipes the floor with Krejcikova. I think Krejcikova is
having a bit of a... Listen, she had one of the best seasons on the tour. I would say only Ashley Barty's been better than her, more consistent.
Yeah.
My reason behind this is the back end of the year right now against Sabalenka. She looked ropey at the US Open. She's had a few injuries. She's playing some mind games, taking long, serving, and all of this stuff. I think she's not going to be there, and Coco Gauff's going to sort of pick her apart.
For me,
fatigued, injured, not playing in good form right now. She's had a great season. I think she's exhausted. I think she's got her flip-flops on, 1 foot on the beach.
It's quite a nice draw, though. I mean, if it was Habino, then Scott. I mean, it could be Georgie, but I think it's not the worst.
Well, you go for it then. You go for it if you really like it.
Barb, go on, Barb. Yeah, she's another fave of mine, mate. Like I can't be putting them all out.
Gosh, mate, I've just seen some of these decisions coming up. These are tough now.
Here we go.
This is a hard run-in. So we've got Angelique Kerber Muguruza. Pick your poison. I don't know which way to call it. I think both of these have the ability to win the tournament.
I'm going Muguruza.
This could be a final before a final.
It definitely is a final before a final because Kerber was in the last final that was here. Muguruza's just won a final. Muguruza looks like she wants to. Plus, I want that matchup, and Bahamut's pointing it out. I know we pointed it out before. I want Krejcikova Muguruza.
Yeah,
that is the match I want, mate.
I'm going to go Muguruza then as well on that basis.
Brilliant. Okay.
I've got Kvitova Halep here.
Oh.
Have you skipped one?
No, this is just
because we've just gone completely opposite.
Yeah.
So out of them, just so you know, out of the 4 names, Azarenka, Raducanu, Kvitova Halep, I've gone for Kvitova Halep, and you've gone for the complete opposite in Azarenka, Raducanu. So we've got different options here. I think Kvitova Halep, I'm going to be going Halep. If she's just beating Raducanu, it's going to be sky high. Oh, he's done it. He's done it. I knew you would do this. I knew you would do it, Ben.
I'm going for it.
Why are you so obsessed with Raducanu?
She just won the US Open, mate. She didn't drop a set.
You think she's going to be ready to win this one and go far?
She seems to have done. She seems to have made like a decision to change. She seems to have made changes already. Like she wants to hit the ground running on the tour level.
Mate, Liam called it. You was going to have. So just to clarify, Ben has got Raducanu head in a section in which she's got in the section with Kvitova Halep. Who's the other ones? Kvitova Halep, Azarenka. So listen, fair play to you if it happens. It'll be great. And part of me would like to see it happen, but I think it's going to be tricky.
It's tricky. It's very tricky.
I've got Halep anyway. Moving down, I've got Elise Mertens, Svitolina here. I'm going Svitolina.
I'm going with the same, mate.
My next one, Jill Teichmann versus Leylah Fernandez. I know you've gone against Leylah Fernandez, and this could shock you. I'm going Leylah Fernandez to advance.
Ah, what? You're doing the same.
You've got your Raducanu, but I've got my Leylah Fernandez.
Liam saying, well, at least we know who isn't getting 100. I love it. Oh, brilliant. Right, I'm going Pav.
To Liam so far.
Pav's going through for me. I think she beats Teichmann.
Boring.
Boring.
And the last one, Iga Swiatek Rybakina. They played last week. It was very close. Swiatek won. Does she win again?
Yes, she does.
Agreed. Eager to win. The number 2 seed, I have her going through, which would actually mean that we'll have an Iga Swiatek Fernandez matchup.
Oh, that sounds great. Can't wait.
Straight to the top. Now we are in quarter-final time. It is the quarter-finals. We're on the new bracket. Make sure to join the bracket if you haven't already. We'll be giving away $100 to the winner of the event. It's completely free to enter. Use the link pinned in the live chat. Download the tennis app and join. Quarter-final time. And I've got something different. Oh, yeah, because you've got Pliskova. I've got Kontaveit Jabeur.
Yep.
Listen, I'm still not going to be giving up on Ons Jabeur. Not yet, anyway. She's beating Kontaveit. First lady into the semis is going to be Ons Jabeur for me. Let's go, Ons.
It's really tough for me as well because, this matchup, if it was in the first few rounds, I would pick Ons. But right now, I don't know.
Got this far. She's
exactly. That's what I mean. Oh, God, I just don't know. Ugh. I think I'm going Ons.
Oh, he's going for Ons as well. Oh, you're really. I'm a bit annoyed actually. You're on that one because I think you're going to ruin it.
What do you mean?
Everything was looking so good for Ons Jabeur until you started picking her.
How dare you?
Anyway, I've got Coco Gauff Muguruza here.
I've got the matchup from the from the US Open. It's Barbara Krejcikova against Garbina Muguruza. I reckon Muguruza does her.
Listen, I've got a good battle of the songs as well in Coco Gauff and Muguruza. Yeah. That could be a real sort of party atmosphere. Muguruza, a bit more soul to it. But I'm going to be going for Muguruza on this occasion. I've talked a big game with Coco Gauff. I think Muguruza serves popping right now, just off the back of winning Chicago. She's in good form. I want to see Ons Jabeur Muguruza as well. I think that's going to be a really good matchup. Obviously, they've played each other in the final and obviously at Wimbledon as well. And they're always good matches.
We got Mr. Rowley, Thomas Rowley, in saying, evening, gents. I heard Leylah Fernandez is
Tommy Cole.
Is JG's popcorn. So that's why he got going so far.
I forgot about that.
Oh, mate. That's never
what did I call? I said Raducanu is my chocolate and Leylah Fernandez is my popcorn. And if I'm in the cinema, I'm just feeding a bit of popcorn. I'm going for the Leylah Fernandez. Hope she doesn't mind being called popcorn.
Well, mate, that just means she's prime time. That means she's on the big screen. I'm sure she won't mind. Right, moving down.
The last two.
It's the last one. Oh, no, it's not the last one.
We've got two more.
Two more,
So Ben's got Raducanu Svitolina. She's just beaten all the Grand Slam champs. She's beaten who have you got her beaten? Halep, is it?
Halep and Azarenka.
No, Azarenka, Halep. The beats a lot so far. Does she beat Svitolina as well? We've seen Leylah Fernandez do it at the US Open. Can Emma do it?
Well, if anything Leylah Fernandez can do, Emma can do better, surely. She beats Svitolina as well.
Again. So Emma Raducanu's in your semi-final.
She's in my semi-final.
Right. I'm going to go Svitolina here to beat Halep. I like Svitolina's
I like that matchup, though. Halep Svitolina would be a great match.
Yeah, I think Halep will be the favourite, but I think Svitolina's going to beat her this time. And I like her draw. She's got a lot better chance. Halep, I'm not so sure if she's going to be there. And I'm sort of putting my eggs in the right basket. I'm just being very tactical with this one. I'm picking Svitolina because, well, I could do with that $100 if I'm honest.
Show me the money. Go on, Emma. Show me the money. Anyway, moving down, the final section is Iga Swiatek versus Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova. This one's a tough one, but I'm going to be going with the young blood, and it is Iga Swiatek. She has a nice little draw down that bottom of the draw, and I think she's going to be fresh. She goes through.
My one's Leylah Fernandez, Iga Swiatek. Well, in other words, it's Liam's best dream. Two of his favourite players. You have to pinch him and wake him up for that one because he's going to be super excited for it. Leylah Fernandez, Iga Swiatek, two young guns going at it. Iga's got a title. She's got a Grand Slam. Leylah Fernandez so close to the US Open. Listen, my head says one thing. My heart says something else. I like both of these players. I don't really want to have to pick one. I'm disappointed they're going to be facing each other so early. But I'm probably going to go Leylah Fernandez to beat Iga Swiatek.
What is going on in this?
So I've got Leylah Fernandez into the semi-finals.
I'm joking me. This is.
What do you mean? I'm joking me. We've got Thomas Rowley. Raducanu has overtaken Dan Evans in Pensart.
I think so.
Has she overtaken Carl Edmonds as well or not?
Andy Murray at the moment. She's overtaken him. Ah, God.
I think she's overtaken Ben's girlfriend, his mum, is everything. He don't want any. The only person he likes in the world is Raducanu right now.
Raducanu. Let's do it. Let's see. Well,
if we do get to see though Fernandez Swiatek, that'll be awesome. And also your one with Raducanu. I'm hoping we do get to see him in say a quarterfinal because we'll definitely try and cover it. You need to remember, if we are to get them in both in the quarterfinal and they both win, we would see them both face each other in the semi-final. So we could still see a Raducanu Fernandez semi. Neither of us have picked it, but maybe someone in the chat has.
Isn't it a bit weird that we both knocked out the other one's favoured one as well? It's a bit too suspect, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure it's happening, Ben. I think we've definitely gone with our hearts here.
Yeah.
But let's move on to the semi-finals. So semi-finals, this is quite nice on the phone. It's very concise. You can see everything on one screen. And my semis are Ons Jabeur, Muguruza, and at the bottom I've got Svitolina, Leylah Fernandez. Well, we know Svitolina Fernandez. They've faced each other not too long ago at the US Open.
The bottom
and Fernandez. No, I'm going to talk about both.
Okay.
But listen, okay, so you're doing it this way. So let's just stick with this. Ons Jabeur, Muguruza. Ons Jabeur, she's angry. She's fuming. Muguruza's just beat her in the final. Yep. She bageled her. She's a bit embarrassed by that. She wants some revenge. Ons Jabeur's getting to the final. She's had enough of it. And she's beating Muguruza to get there.
I think that she beats her more convincingly this time. Unfortunately, the Jabeur train is over. Yeah, I think
Why are you picking on Jabeur so much if you're going to cast hate on her right at the end?
I just the train. It has to be. I can't tell when the train derails in my mind. I just see when the next matchups are formed, and then I have to make a decision. I didn't know Muguruza was going to meet her there. Just so happens she just bageled her. She might continue. She might start off with a breadstick in the next one.
Yeah, we've got James Partridge here saying, I think you're both being a bit silly still. Well, good luck to you, James. I still fancy myself to win this whole bracket. I look forward to see James Partridge at the top of the bracket if he's feeling super confident and winning that $100. Let's see how it goes. I think you can never be too stupid when you're making picks. Anything can happen. It is a sport, of course. And, well, let's just see. I think Ons Jabeur is certainly capable of it. I wouldn't think it's that crazy. But certainly after playing Muguruza and getting bageled, maybe it is a little bit. On the bottom, though, so we've got different finalists from the top. I've got Svitolina Fernandez, and your bottom semi-final is going to be, I think it's completely different.
Emma Raducanu versus Iga Swiatek.
Surely she's done it, isn't she, Emma? Straight sets. I reckon that'll be done in about 40 minutes, don't you? 6-love, 6-1.
Half hour, probably, best. No, and this is where, unfortunately, I have to make her run come to an end because I'm going to be basing this off the last time that they played each other, which was in Wimbledon. And I think Swiatek bageled and breadsticked her or something ridiculous. And I think that'll still be in her mind. And I think the mental fortitude Iga will have over her. I think she knocks out Raducanu.
Okay, fair enough. So you're going to be going for Iga Swiatek in the final. I'm a bit shocked you've got Emma going so far and not doing the final hurdle. It's going to be quite heartbreaking. I'm sure you'll still be supporting Raducanu if we are to get there.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to be a bit crazier. Fernandez just beaten Switzerland at the US Open. She does it again. She does it in 3, like she always does. And Leylah Fernandez is going to be in my final to face Ons Jabeur.
What is going on? Really?
So I've got the 12th seed versus the 23rd.
I've never seen a more heart-based bracket than Ons Jabeur Leylah Fernandez final. Even me, I'm thinking I've gone a bit with it, but I've reined it in a bit at the end, trying to use some sort of logic in mine.
Well, anyway, I'm going to have to stick with it, mate. I'm quite confident with it. So I'm going Ons Jabeur Leylah Fernandez in the final. Time to pick the winner. I'm just going to go to the last one, and this is the final. Ons Jabeur Leylah Fernandez. I think Ons Jabeur is going to be super tired. Leylah Fernandez, she is prepped. She's ready to go. We've seen her already speaking about Indian Wells. I think she's not going to want to lose another final in a row. She's obviously lost the US Open one. She's going to come back and win this one. She's going to beat Ons Jabeur, and this time she's going to do it in straight sets. I'm going to have Leylah Fernandez winning this year's Indian Wells. Listen, Ben, it's happening, man. Just bring me the money. Anyone can send me the $100. It's coming to me. Leylah Fernandez is winning the lot.
Oh, sorry. Let's get on to the real bracket now.
Well, we've got Kay saying this really is fantasy bracket.
It really is. Let's have a look at the real final here. Garbiñe Muguruza versus Iga Swiatek. My winner is going to be
Ben with the number 2 seed versus the number 5 seed. Why don't you have number 1, number 2? That'd be more interesting.
Yeah. Why not have Raducanu in the final as well? That'd be more interesting. Just going.
I love all the people in the chat who go, no way Fernandez is going to win. Everyone's sort of laughing. They don't think it's going to happen. Who would have thought Raducanu would have won the US Open? I bet everyone was saying, oh, no way they're going to win that. Well, they did.
Yeah, well, let's just see who I'm going to pick here. I think at some point, people have to step up in their career. And I think that at this point, someone is going to have to step up and make a name for themselves. And that person is Iga Swiatek.
She's already made a name for herself.
But she on hard courts.
Okay.
I think she has to. And I think
I'm going to go. Ledesma?
No.
Ledesma being the 10th title for Muguruza?
No.
Spanish? No.
I like the fact she's coming in good form. I think she might run out of gas by the time we get to the final. That's it.
So Ben has announced he's going to have Iga Swiatek winning this year's Indian Wells. So I've gone for Leylah Fernandez. Ben's got Iga Swiatek. We've got different finals. We've got very similar first rounds. Let us know in the chat, guys, who you have winning the whole thing.
Ontama, apparently from Paul there. I like it. Come on, Paul.
So now, no, that's it, mate. But now it is dark horse time, of course. So this needs to be an unseeded player. So I'm going to be going straight to the early rounds, and I'm going to see if there's any unseeded players which sort of take my fancy.
Wow.
I think Katrina Scott, but that's wild. I don't think she's going to do.
Very wild.
No, I'm just looking. I just saw one who I pushed for a few rounds, but that's not the one I'm going to be picking. I think I'm going to be going Shelby Rogers as my dark horse. We see she's already beaten Ashley Barty at the US Open. She's been playing quite well. In America, her draw's not too bad. If she's able to beat Bencic, it may fill her with confidence and she goes on to do something special. So Shelby Rogers is going to be my dark horse with my main pick being Leylah Fernandez.
I like it, though. I think it's...
we've got Liam saying, is Leylah not considered a dark horse anymore? No, she isn't. Because she's well, I guess you can. Maybe we'll have from 20 seed onwards.
Nah, she's a Grand Slam finalist.
No, because it's a big event.
Yeah,
this one.
It's true. So we got to go outside 20.
So outside 20 seeds, you could have Fernandez as a dark horse, but I'm not picking it.
No, you got a win in it, so you can't have as dark horse
Yeah,
as well.
exactly. So
I
that's
think
my one done.
if we're going 20 and above, then I'll go Danielle Collins, because I think that's quite a nice little. If she manages to get past Ons Jabeur, she could have a nice little run. Pliskova's section, she can be a bit dodgy sometimes. Yeah, go on, Danielle Collins.
Nice one. Just going to the chat, trying to read what some of the people have. We've got Paul going Kontaveit as a pick. That's a good one. We've got Bjorn, got Muguruza beating Svitolina in the final. Kay saying Iga might win. Not bad. Gene agrees with me with a dark horse, Shelby Rogers. And then we have Colby going for Sloane Stephens. That's sort of an outside pick that could do very well. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
And Louise going for Muguruza to beat Svitolina. That's a popular one. We've got Bjorn with Kleisters as a dark horse. Mike was saying JG's crazy going with Fernandez. Yeah, I certainly am, but I'm very happy about it as well.
Kleisters there.
And James here with Sakari.
As a main pick, that one, I'm guessing. Yeah. So I'm not mad at it. I'm not definitely not mad at it. I'm just going to say that I think that the men's draw, I'm not sure if that's out yet or not. No,
Yeah, maybe just get the other podcast rolling.
I pushed it back, so we're all right at the moment. It's the main draw for the men's. I don't believe it is out yet. We've got still the qualifiers are still playing and stuff. That one, it'll be a little bit later on, maybe in about like 20 minutes, half hour, once it's finally come out.
Well, we can have a little look in a minute, mate, about that.
Yep. No
we've got JJ going dark horse, Danielle Collins. But yeah, I guess this really sort of concludes it anyway. We've made our picks. I know mine's a bit wild. Some people calling me crazy, and I can understand it. But I just feel confident about it. And this is just my opinion on this event. I'm no expert, of course, but let us know how you. I wish you guys all the best of luck. If you can do better than what I did, fair play to you. The picks will close from when the first ball is hit. So it says here 7 p.m. UK time tomorrow. But most likely, if there's any delays at all because of the weather or just the tournament being delayed, you will have extra time. We don't know who the qualifiers are yet, but when they do get announced, we can add them on on the app. And just make sure, guys, if you haven't already, download the app. The link is in the description in the live chat. Hit browse leagues, join Game to Love. Make sure you select a username as well so we can identify you to give you the prize. It does really help. And yeah, good luck, everyone.
Indeed. I'm looking forward to it. Who's going to be taking home the big pot on the men's and the women's side? We've got the men's draw preview. We will be doing that tomorrow. We'll do a draw reaction coming up after this one. Draw preview will be tomorrow. That starts, I think they kick off a day later than the women's. So we've got a little bit of time to play with that one. Wait for the qualifications. I think they're doing round 2 of qualifying tomorrow. So we'll wait for those to finish and then we'll get stuck into the men's. Probably a similar time tomorrow night, I would have thought. It's going to be almost as exciting as this one, I hope. This one's been one of the more exciting draw previews we've done in quite some time, I think.
Yeah, I like the new app as well. I think it makes it quite fun. Apologies, we don't have the wild card sort of integrated into the app yet. That will be a feature that will be coming soon. I know there was some, I think Table Tennis was asking. We don't have that yet, but we will be doing it soon. But for now, we'll see you guys soon. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and go check out some of our merch that we have live right now. It's the first range. I know Ben ordered some earlier. I'm wearing some right now. I've got the King of Clay Rafa Nadal one. They're very comfortable, I must admit. I'm not taking it off since I bought it.
Oh, God.
So it definitely stinks, but it's very nice.
Brilliant. No, exactly right. Jump on there. Jump in the store on there. If you're on just the phone app, you can just go onto our channel and there should be a little tab just saying our store, or underneath every single YouTube video, it will have a list of all of the items, or you can click the link in the description. So we'll be joining you in about 10-15 minutes time on the next one. So make sure, join us for it. It's the men's.
See you guys.